there, Mama. Welcome back to our week by week pregnancy guide. I'm Stephanie Poole, your doula and lactation consultant, here to guide you as you get ready for birth and breastfeeding. Today, we're talking all about week 7, where there's a lot happening inside, even if you're not seeing much on the outside. So, let's get into it. All right, so you're 7 weeks pregnant, which means you're probably just starting to feel some of those early pregnancy symptoms. Don't worry, they're all part of the journey. Your baby is growing fast, and even though they're still so tiny, about the size of a blueberry, they're developing at an incredible rate. So let's dive into what's happening with your little blueberry right now. At week 7, your baby is actually starting to look a little bit more like a tiny human. The brain is growing super fast, creating about 100 new brain cells every minute. So yeah, that little one is already a busy little thinker. And get this, your baby's arms and legs are forming. They're tiny, almost paddle-like, but they're the start of the arms and legs that'll be kicking and waving around before you know it. And their face is also coming together. You've got tiny spots where the nostrils and mouth are forming, and even little eye spots where the eyes will be. All right, let's talk about what you might be feeling at week 7. Some of those classic pregnancy symptoms might be kicking in more now, and each one is normal. Fatigue is a big one this week. Growing a baby is like running a marathon every day without even leaving your couch. So don't be surprised if you're extra sleepy. Nausea and food aversions? Oh yeah. That morning sickness? Well, it can happen anytime, really. If you're struggling, try eating small snacks often. An empty stomach can actually make nausea worse, believe it or not. And listen, if certain smells are suddenly way too strong, that's because your sense of smell is in overdrive thanks to those pregnancy hormones. One thing you can try if you're feeling queasy is ginger. Ginger tea, ginger chews, even ginger ale, if that sounds good. It doesn't work for everyone, but it's worth a try. And make sure you're staying hydrated. Try sipping water throughout the day, especially if eating is hard right now. So let's talk hormones because they're making everything happen right now. At this stage, you've got a big increase in HCG, that pregnancy hormone that shows up on your pregnancy test. This is also the hormone responsible for a lot of those early pregnancy symptoms like nausea and bloating. You might even notice some mood swings. Feeling super emotional one minute and calm the next? Yeah, that's totally normal. And it's all thanks to your body working hard to grow that little one. Now, I always tell my moms to give themselves some extra grace around this time. Your body is working hard. So if you're feeling like things are off, that's totally normal. Rest when you can, take things slow, and know that every week brings you closer to meeting your sweet baby. What can you do to feel a little better this week? Self-care is huge, and sometimes it's just about small things. Staying hydrated, trying to eat balanced meals when you can, even if it's just a few bites here and there, can help with energy and overall well-being. And here's something simple but effective. Prenatal vitamins. They give you extra nutrients like folic acid and iron, which are so important right now for both you and baby. Now, here's something I mentioned last week, but I want to reiterate it for this week. If you're feeling up to it, maybe start a little pregnancy journal. It's a nice way to track what you're feeling week by week, and it'll make a beautiful keepsake one day. Plus, it can help you notice changes you want to chat with your provider about. Now, let's talk about when to give your provider a call. At 7 weeks, most of the symptoms you're feeling are normal, but there are a few things to look out for. If you experience severe pain, especially in your lower abdomen, heavy bleeding, or anything that just doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to call. Your provider is there to make sure you and your baby are safe and healthy. You're doing a great job. And remember, everything you're feeling is part of that incredible journey. Don't forget, if you want more guidance on preparing for birth and breastfeeding, check out my Bump to Bundle Blueprint. It's designed to walk you through every step from now until the big day. You're not alone in this, and I'd love to support you all the way. I'll see you next week as we dive into week 8. Take care, and remember, you've got this.